To the York Mix live matchday blog of York City's home tie with Bradford Park Avenue today, and what's set up to be a big game at Bootham Crescent. It's 3 wins on the bounce for City now, which means they have now come within 1 point of Bradford Park Avenue in 7th place. So today's game is going to be a much needed win for City if they get it in the end. There's still no news on Alex Pattison. I've just talked to York City's press officer. He's still waiting on a response onto whether he's going to be involved in today's game or not. He did put on Instagram last night that he would be going back to Middlesbrough, so fans on social media have been pretty sure that he won't be involved in today's game, but it hasn't been confirmed by management yet, so he could still yet start in today's game. He's made a huge difference to this side so far since coming from Middlesbrough on loan, so it'd be disappointing if he's not involved in today's game. City do have good news with the signing of Raul Correa on Thursday night. He will be in the squad today, and let's face it, John Parkin's been getting all of the goals in the last month or so, and City need other options in the striking force. Aidan Connolly and Morgan Smith have been playing well, but have not been finding the back of the net recently, so they will need to do that today. If in a much trickier tie than the last 2-3 games, other players are going to have to start chipping in, I think. So hopefully this addition will add to that striking force, and maybe he can prove himself at this level, because he didn't at Blackpool so far, so let's hope he can do that. In terms of Bradford Park Avenue, Ollie Johnson will start for Bradford Park Avenue today. He's their top scorer. I know him quite well. He went to my school back in Wakefield, so we know him he was a very good player when he was younger. He has been struck with injuries throughout his career, especially when he was at Norwich City, where he reached the highest point of his career, but he's come back in now at Bradford Park Avenue and started showing the kind of player he used to be, with 13 goals so far for the season, so he'll be a threat today for Bradford Park Avenue. Manager Mark Bauer expected York City to be running away with the league by now after the 5-0 drubbing that City gave to Bradford in August, but I think that's, it's always going to be hard. It was always going to be hard for York City this year in this league. Teams are constantly up in their game because York City are a massive club, and it's been hard for City to deal with that this year, so I can understand the position they're in right now. But Bradford will certainly be a much harder game today than they were back in August. Nicky Rowe used to play for York City. He will captain Bradford's side today. He's another big character in their promotion push this year, so he will be big for them. But hopefully York City should have too much for them today. I've predicted 3-1 in my Higgs Predicts. Last 2 weeks I've got them completely correct. 2-1 at Darlington last week and 2-0 Ferriby the week before, so hopefully that'll be another one. Or maybe I'm being too optimistic, we'll see. So join me on the York Mix live matchday blog from 3 o'clock and follow all the action from Bootham Crescent. Cheers guys.